Guys, another emergency live stream because Bitcoin is about to make a massive move and we are not done yet. Bitcoin will go much higher. I will show you the exact levels and which altcoins you need to be positioned in right now. Let's go. So guys, welcome back. Today I was a little bit smarter when it comes to my streaming setup, that I can actually see you guys chatting faster, so that means there's not a huge delay anymore between you typing something, me reacting to it on your side, so because of course I see when you write in real time, but until you get an answer, it takes a couple of seconds. So I changed that today in the settings, so it should be much better. Now I want to just go and look where the chat currently is. Is this the correct one? This is the old one, I think. This is not the new one. Yes, so this is the old one, guys. So let's see here, the new chat, current chat window, blah blah. Yes, there we go, guys, there we go. So let me start off with the DXY chart. So here we are seeing right now a small pump back to the upside, but I'm not concerned about this unless we are breaking here this downward sloping trend line. As long as we are staying below that, everything should be fine. Oh, 36 people here. Let's grow this number. Let's get to 100, guys. All 36 of you, smash the like button. A lot more people need to see the stream here. Go and smash it to the moon here. So the DXY most likely will... You don't hear me? No, it should be fine. Should be fine. Everybody should hear me. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. You should be able to hear me. Yeah, so some people hear me, some people don't hear me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Can you hear me or not? Yeah, okay, so some other people have some problems, so I'm gonna ignore what the other people are saying, that they cannot hear me. So let's go. Let's go here. So like I said, the DXY should potentially today further pull back to the downside. For multiple reasons that I'm going to get into here in a moment. We had yesterday, look at this here, insane inflows here once again into the Bitcoin spot ETF, almost 9,000 Bitcoin, which is, I don't want to say something wrong. I think this is like almost $1 billion. So it's like $800 million. That was bought here yesterday, which is a crazy number. Now, when we're going into the Bitcoin chart, here you can clearly see that Bitcoin broke the neckline, that horizontal line that was really important for continuation here to the upside. We are right now also seeing here the current 12-hourly candle pushing higher. And I reckon we will see this continuing over the next couple of hours. I'm going to explain you in a second why I said in the description of the video, in the title of the video, that it's 6 hours or less that we're actually going to see that move. You see here also on the indicators, momentum is definitely here to the upside on stochastic RSI, also on the MACD, and the RSI also pointing here to the upside. So here over the next, let it be 12 to 36 hours, I definitely expect more upside in Bitcoin than any downside. So, but then potentially downside is coming. We spoke about this already multiple times. What's going to happen? So it's going to happen, in my opinion, in the next 48 hours potentially. Then on the 1 hourly time frame, we have here this rising wedge pattern currently. As long as we are in that rising wedge pattern, there is a small chance that we are coming back to the bottom of the upward sloping support here of that rising wedge pattern, which would bring us down to like $92,400 currently, where we also have right now a really strong support level, because that was in the past resistance and now flipped support. If I draw here a line where, yeah, there. So here let me make this green. So there you go. So this is right now strong support. On an initial move to the downside, I expect that we get supported before we potentially go a little bit lower. So there is definitely some short-term support, and that will damp us before we potentially move into lower levels once we get there. So but here you see right now the Bitcoin price wants to move higher in direction of $94,000. And like I said, we will keep pumping afterwards once we are above that crucial level. Oh, there's something itching me on my back. Okay, better. On the 4-hourly chart with the MDX algo gradients, here you can also clearly see that price is now heating up again. Exactly what I was expecting here over the course of the next couple of days. I mentioned it that I'm anticipating this. Sorry guys, anticipating that price action will ramp up and will here turn up the heat. That's what we are exactly seeing right now. And this will only stop when we hit the golden ratio, hit the extensions at $97,700, $96,900 approximately. From there, I expect that we get the pullback. Maybe if we are lucky, we get one more push here above, but this will be a deviation, and then we start going down, guys. Then we start going down. And the only thing is you don't know how high the deviation is going. Like I said, it's everybody's best guess, honestly. You know, so it can be that we get really close to 99,000 something. You know, it's possible that we touch the 2.272, and from there reverse. It's somewhere in between here, you know, so where the deviation will go, and how high, however, that will go, and then we come back down before we then move back to the upside. So in the first levels where I'm gonna add or basically open new Bitcoin positions, and that will be long-term positions, guys. Here, really, really important. These can be long-term positions once it's happening. You can start to drink a little bit over here. You know, when you open a position, you can drink a little bit more when we come down here, and you want to drink the whole bottle of whatever you're drinking if we touch $85,000. So that is my plan when we come back down, how I'm gonna build a new long-term position that I'm gonna hold into the Bitcoin all-time high for this cycle. So not like just in a new all-time high, the all-time high for this cycle, guys. That's what I want to do. So, and for this, you need to have a plan, and my plan looks like this. So if we are reversing already from here, that's fine. Then I buy every step up here, all the way up to like $91,700. There's where I'm going to stop to buy, and then I let it run into that cycle high. If we bounce already from here, then I do the same thing, you know. So if I see that we do something like here, then okay, then maybe I buy until 94, you know, because we are not going lower. But if we go lower, then I just stop buying, you know. I stop buying at like $90,000, $91,000, $92,000 latest, you know, when we go all the way down here. So this is the plan that I have. And then my Bitcoin trade here on ZoomX is, of course, again, racking in profit over profit here once again. Now my Solana trade is a little bit underwater, which is fine. But my Bitcoin trade here, $2.5 million is the position worth currently. And I'm up here almost $50,000, $46,000 right now. But I tell you guys today, maximum by tomorrow, I think we are going to hit my target here. And just that you see, so that would be $150,000 profit on that single trade that I opened 2-3 days ago. So I think for 2-3 days that's acceptable to make that kind of money. Guys, if you want to trade on ZoomX with me together, sign up with the link in the description. You know the drill. Deposit $100, open one trade, even for $1, in, out, close, doesn't matter. And you are eligible for a $500 giveaway. I will give away $500 today by the end of this video on ZoomX. So make use of the time that you have. You have potentially, we're 10 minutes in the stream. You have potentially 30-40 minutes to get everything done to potentially be in the giveaway. You know, so if I can see already that you deposited, I will take you still into the giveaway. If I cannot see it, then you will be in it the next time, you know, so that's how it works. Now, on the liquidation levels, you see now what I mentioned yesterday, that we start cleaning up the lower leveraged liquidity levels that are sitting here, the liquidation levels, all these shorts that are here that are now getting liquidated. The higher the Bitcoin price is moving, we're really, really close to getting here to $94,000, which will be again a new all-time high. We went yesterday to 93,997. I think that was the number that we were hitting yesterday. So we were like $3 shy of 94,000. But I think now when we go up, we actually touch it and surpass it and keep going higher. So now, why do I believe that today is the day that we are going higher? Not only from a technical perspective, but also from a fundamental perspective. From a fundamental perspective, we have, let me actually see how much time do we have left as time. In 8.5 hours, guys, 8.5 hours is the US stock market closing. And once the US stock market is closing, the Nvidia earnings report is coming out. So, and if I go back now and I show you what happened every single time that Nvidia had their earnings over exceeding the expectations, you actually, let's do this. I want to show that to you guys. I want to show that to you that you actually see that this is a guaranteed pump for the whole crypto market. I want to show it to, so I don't need the time. So I'm going to show it to you. So here, July, when did this come in? Can I see this? Release dates. So let me see here. When did they come in? Let me actually look. Report July earnings report for 2024. Here, 28th of July was one, and then we had one for, so now it is, the next one is for October. So I guess the one before was for April, 28 April, 28 July. Okay, so now let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. 28, here 27. So here, if I go now to a daily chart, May 28 July. So here you see 28 July, pump, green candle to the upside. So now we only need to look how high did this go. Here 26, so there 28. So that was like a 2.5% move to the upside. So then in April, I think in April it was higher when we got an earnings report. So here, there we were flip-flopping a little bit upside down, but also here 3.5% over the day that we moved. So now see here we are moving in direction of $94,000. So I think I get this a little bit wrong here. April, I was at April, yes. April. Oh no, I was in April. Yes. Yes. So now today, if we would get only a 200, let it be a 2.75% move, you know, which is like kind of the middle from current price actions with that report. So that would bring us at $96,000. You know, $96,600. That's where the price would be from current price levels. If we are not going now already higher. So there we just were at $94,000. Let me put this back to a weekly chart. And then here I had the earnings report. So now for today, again, we are expecting that Nvidia will come out with another positive earnings report, and that will again skyrocket the whole crypto market as it usually does. Now, when we're going to the liquidation heat map, then also here you see around $94,200 is right now the highest concentration of shorts that has built up over the last 24 hours, all the way up to $94,700. Let Bitcoin touch here $95,000 and we trigger a short squeeze. So we could already trigger one at $94,200, $300, and then even higher, you know. So from over 95, we trigger another short squeeze, because 95 is again a really round number. People and psychology are always working the same way. When we break a psychological number, the price starts mooning to the upside. So of course not to $100,000 immediately, you know. So but like I said, 97, 98, that might be definitely here in the cards once this is happening. Yes, you should definitely take some profit at 97. Even if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter, guys. You know, you potentially miss 2, 3, 4%, you know. Of course, on leverage, that might be a lot of money, but it's not worth the risk, guys. It's not worth the risk to try to time the moment when Bitcoin is turning around, because you don't know. After 97, you don't know when it's turning around. It could be 98, it could be 99, it could be 102. You just don't know, you know. So if you want to try that, you know, if you want to try to time it, set your stop loss at 96,500, you know, 96,500, whatever happens, that's where you're going to get stopped out if you're not fast enough to time where Bitcoin starts turning around, you know. So that's the only way how you can do it. There's no other way, you know. So that's also the safest way to do it, guys. Now on the 1 hourly chart, this ascending triangle has started to break out. That was the breakout that I was referring to on the thumbnail, as you can see. And as you can see here, we keep pushing to the upside. Insane. So people are saying here in the chat the volume is low. Let me see here, the volume. There's some volume coming in, you know, it's not insane, you know. So for the whole day, the volume, yeah, is also not crazy over the last 4 hours. Yeah, there's not crazy volume in that move, you know. So, but look here. Now it's changing. Now volume is coming in. Now volume is picking up. So you should also not forget, we are only 42 minutes. We are only 18 minutes in that 1 hourly candle, you know. So it takes a little bit to reflect that in the volume candle, you know. So, and you saw it jumped now already a little bit. So trust me, this will be coming up most likely here to this level in terms of volume before this candle is closing. So now, if you want to trade altcoins, guys, and you need more money, because you see Bitcoin is moving like crazy right now, and altcoins will start popping left, right, and center. And especially today, the altcoins that I'm going to show you, some of them had already like a pre-run that you could have caught yesterday. But if you need more money to trade, guys, then do something really simple. Go to Bybit, sign up, deposit $100, and claim a free $500 airdrop position on any of these coins. I will talk about some of these coins here again today. You deposit $100, claim the airdrop voucher, use the voucher, and all the profits belong to you. And if you are in my free Telegram channel, then you know that I have opened a lot of new positions on other exchanges, not on Bybit, with really, really small amounts of money, you know. So let me show you guys only some of them, you know. So they're maybe in profit, they're not in profit. I don't know where these trades are standing right now. They were early on profit. So here's one in profit, $145. So, but look at this. I opened this, if you can see it, with $500, you know. So my $500 are now almost $700. So, and this is how you keep compounding your profits, you know. So when I close this position, actually when I close this, I also going to show that to you. So when I close this, I make $800 profit. So now my $500 became $1,300. Now I trade with $1,300. The next trade that I make, where I 2x my money, I'm going to sit with almost $4,000, you know. So, and you keep compounding this, rolling this over, you know. That's why I'm preaching all the time. Take free money that you get from exchanges. Doesn't matter if it's Bybit, somewhere else, you know. So just take it. Take it. It doesn't cost you really much, you know. The $100 you can withdraw them if you want afterwards, but just take it. Take it. Open positions as many as you can on low leverage, because this is also not crazy, you know. So this is like a 10x leverage position that I opened here, you know. And I have many other. I have 5 exchanges where I'm currently trading on with small amounts of money, you know. So Bybit and ZoomX are the exchanges where I have big money right now trading. So the dominance is breaking out. I'm not surprised that the dominance is coming up here again. Remember, I warned about this yesterday. I said when the dominance is breaking out, when the Bitcoin price is breaking out, most likely the dominance will also come back to the upside one more time to create a lower high, not as high as this one here, a lower high, and then turns around and then finally goes to the downside. Oh, Solana is also breaking out. That would be amazing because I still have my Solana trade. Then here, the total free market cap. Trust me, guys, with the NVIDIA report, if the report is as we expect, then we're going to close really strong today above $850 billion on the total free market cap. And we'll see tomorrow a test of $925 billion. Maybe it will take 48 hours to get there, but we are going to see it before the total market cap is turning around with Bitcoin together. at the same time. So then Ethereum, I don't like actually how that falling wedge broke out here. So I would actually draw this like this. So here we have a little bit more time. Again, right now, still good moment to enter here Ethereum positions because you never know when this ship is taking off, that spaceship, So, and you don't want to be left behind because I can tell you, it is really, really close, So the indicators start to cool completely down here, and I expect in 2 days, regardless where Bitcoin is, it doesn't matter, So it doesn't matter where Bitcoin is. If you want to wait these 2 days to see if Bitcoin pulled already back or not, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can start opening a small position here on Ethereum with like 3-4x, nothing crazy. If it moves down, because Bitcoin moves down, into the EMA ribbon, slightly below $3,000, there I would pounce, So there I would pounce and go crazy in terms of position size, not leverage, position size. And then when we break this downward sloping trend line here, this one here, that's where you crank up the leverage. That's where you crank it up. Because the next time that we come up here and break this, it will be a break for good. We will not come back. It will not happen that we come back once we are breaking this. Now, Solana, Solana is moving a little bit back up, but not much. It's not pumping like crazy. Even if I go to the 1 hourly chart, there's no crazy pump. So initially, if you were in this trade, we got stopped out. But honestly, I would just re-enter. Let me see a 4 hourly chart. Yeah, I would just re-enter. So we got here on the retest on the EMA ribbon stopped out. So now you can actually enter a little bit lower than the original entry, and you will make more money on the upside now. So you did not really lose anything. If you re-enter and you give it a little bit of time, you will catch up whatever you lost on the stop loss. And this is just part of the game, guys. It happens sometimes. It just happens sometimes. But I think Solana is ready to move here now also in a new all-time high. And the first indication for that will be also a break of this downward sloping trend line. So when we break $244, I think the next time that we come up here, it's going to send. The reason for that is we have here a distorted W pattern. Looks like a pair of tits a little bit. But here, that would be the technical target of the W once it breaks out. That is at $261, $261. That is already the target, and that is already slightly below the all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be slightly above the all-time high for Solana, and then it will just keep going. So maybe it pulls back a little bit to like 255 or something, but then it will take off into the golden ratio up here. So if you want to play it really safe, you just wait for a reclaim. But in my opinion, there's no need to wait. There's no need to wait. You can enter now. The indicators are all showing strong momentum to the upside. I would not wait and get sidelined potentially. Then Aptos. Aptos was one of the coins that I mentioned yesterday. Has broken out today. I was lucky enough to catch this when I was going through multiple charts, and I was like, hey, wait a second. That looks like that it's going to go. And I caught it like at $11.90, I think, is when I caught it. And I got too early out of it. So people in my Telegram, they know what happened. So I tried to remove my take profit point, set a new take profit point, and set a stop loss at the same time at $12.45. but it actually hit my take profit point here at $12.51 faster than I could change my take profit and my stop loss. So I got here sidelined and missed the whole rest of the move, because my next target would have been $13.09 because of this high point here. So I got sidelined, but it's all good. It's all good because now what we are currently doing is just retesting prior resistance into support. So if I wanted, if I really, really wanted, I could go now and open here a new position when I would say a 1 hourly candle is enough. The next 1 hourly candle closes above $12.30, so closes above $12.30 or comes back to $11.90. There I could simply just re-enter and trade this back to the upside. So why? Because we left a big wick behind, and when we have these big wicks, the next 4 hourly candle after the red one will come and fill this wick. It always happens. Always, always, always. It never gets left behind. So look here, that wick got filled with this move over here. It never takes long to fill these wicks. These wicks got filled with this big candle now. So now this wick over here will get filled in the next 2, 3, 4 following 4 hourly candles. So now when you look where the price is currently, there you go. There you have a 10% move. This is free money, guys. This is free money. That is a no-brainer. Free money right in front of you. 10% to the upside. Then I still have my trades here on Alpha X. I will be honest, these two trades make me a little bit crazy, because I'm always so close to hit $1,000 on this account, and then one of both coins is pulling back, or both coins are pulling back. It starts to drive me a little bit crazy, but it's fine, guys. It's fine. At least what cannot drive me crazy is that I have stupid problems like with Binance here, where they ask me for more documents. I send them documents, then they say the documents have the wrong format, then they cannot read the date on it. So with AlphaX, I don't have that because it's decentralized. I trade here with my MetaMask or with my Trust wallet. You can do the same thing, guys. There's a link in the description for that. You get $100 just for signing up, and if you deposit $100, you stand also a chance to win $500. And I will give away $500 on AlphaX on Friday. So also make use of that. So you get potentially you get double bubble. So you get the $100 when you sign up, and if you're lucky, you win $500 also on Friday. Now, Casper is back in a big buy zone here. No, on AlphaX is no KYC, guys. No KYC on AlphaX, which is really nice. That's one of the reasons why I like to trade there. Now, Casper is back in the original buy zone. So here, really good. If you want to get into Casper and were left behind here on that initial move to the upside, right now is a good moment to get in before we are basically pushing back to the upside. Sorry, guys. The next target here is not the target up here that I'm looking at. You guys know already, if you are here a little bit, my next target is here around 21 cents, 20 cents, 0.8, and afterwards the Fibonacci extensions here, 26.5 cents, 27.8 cents. That's the next big level that I'm targeting. And you actually saw how quick that happened here, that move to the upside. Remember when I called it at the downward sloping trend line here a couple days ago, almost a week ago. Yeah. Go in the description. They just use the link that is there in the description. So I called it at the breakout here. Actually, on that retest again, I said buy here. So if you would have bought there and you would have traded it into the target, you would have made 25% in a matter of 4 days. Now I'm telling you, buying here at the current level is the same as buying down here. It's the same, guys. You are looking at a move all the way up here. And this is from the current price action. This time, almost a 30% move. Again, free money, guys. Free money. If we would come down, let's say to 15 cents point one, I would just buy more. That's what I would do, So my stop loss would be I would have my stop loss at like 14 cents point five. That's where I would put my stop loss. So is this a steep stop loss? Yes. And that's why we're not over leveraging ourselves, because that is like a 10% stop loss. So you cannot go here 10x, you get liquidated. So you can do 3x, 4x. That is reasonable, but not higher than that. Now, some of the coins that are already starting to run here, even before the NVIDIA report came already out, is Render. Render is one of the AI coins that is using GPU power of NVIDIA chips. And we saw since yesterday here already a nice run. We started the run basically here. Came up here, Bitcoin was chopping around a little bit, and that's the whole reason why we are not at higher levels. But we went already as high as $8.30. So that is another 4% to the upside. I'm also currently in a Render trade. Just don't ask me on which platform I opened the Render trade. I actually have to go and look. I have a Render trade. Okay, I found it. I have my Render trade on weeks, but I'm underwater because I entered at $8.10. So I'm like 2% underwater. So currently, but which is fine, because my first target when the NVIDIA report is coming out is the golden ratio up here. And then I actually got a little bit cocky with my target and set the target to $11. So I expect if the NVIDIA numbers are good, then we get a spike in Render to around $11. And we will completely ignore the $10 mark. I don't think that we're going to struggle around that level. It will just go blast through this to the upside, in my opinion. So because we see here already everything shaping up for continuation, so we had here the symmetrical triangle. Now you can argue that here's a small bull flag, so for the next move to the upside, when we go above $8.05, we should get a move to like $8.60-ish. Then we're gonna shape maybe something else here on the 15-minute chart, and then you just see it flying to the upside when the report is coming out. Then GRT, another one. I'm also trading GRT again. We bounced off the 9 moving average here on the 1 hourly chart. We were today already as high as, this is a 1 hourly chart, as high as 23 cents point 6. You see here all these sell order blocks in red that are above us. So the golden ratio is at 26 cents. I have shown it yesterday. So here, there we go. 26 cents. I believe it's getting touched. We were 2 days ago really close with 24 cents 75. But I think today, when the report comes out, we blast all the way up here. That's where I'm going to take profit. So if you want to enter into GRT, it's not a bad idea to enter actually right now. I'm just looking at, if you want to play it safe, you wait until 23 cents point 3 to enter. So, but we are more or less there already, So, and if we pull back, then here 22.9 cents is the other level. So, which is like a percent. We're talking about a percent. You can technically enter now because that 1% makes no huge difference. And we're talking here about a 13% move from current price levels. So what difference makes a percent? If you make 14%, 13%, doesn't really matter anymore. Then ICP, also one of the coins that I'm currently trading, because here we have also a bull pennant that is shaping up. Once we are breaking here $9.38, ICP is going to fly immediately. So without any hesitance, it will blow past $10. It will not stop at $10. It will just straight go through it. Because look at the indicators. Stochastic just gave a buy signal with the last 4-hourly candle. MACD about to turn around, massively bullish. The RSI is going up. Price action is hammering at the support for the last 24 hours. So once we are getting above this just starts flying. So, and that would be also the level where I would open a position at $9.38. or at a retest of $9. Yeah, I see Bitcoin pumping. No worries, guys, no worries. Then near also AI play. Here we are fighting with the current resistance level of $5.70, which was formerly support. Now, if we reclaim this here again, look at the settings at the indicators, everything trimmed for continuation to the upside. Here, 1 hourly candle close above $5.70, and I would enter this because you see here the stochastic is already turning around for continuation. The RSI is already spiking to the upside. MACD is still bullish. Also a no-brainer to enter this at current levels. Then Tau, I saw you. So I'm also in Tau right now on Bybit. I'm slightly in profit right now, like $100, $136 on Tau. So I'm gonna show you why I entered Tau. So first of all, we are here in a big support area on the 4 hourly chart. I can actually flip this into a daily chart. Then you see it's a little bit. Oh, why did this end up here on the chart? This should be not here. So you see here turned into support, resistance, again support, now again resistance. Now I believe today it's going to break out to the upside, will again flip this level into support. So that's why this green box is a really good level to open a position, because usually when we are in this green box here, we get a move to the upside at least to $558. So but I believe we are going higher, because if we go to 609, 619, we form a W pattern with a target beyond $800 almost. So I can measure it. So let's be conservative. Let's just do like this. So here we would be $805, so $805 once we are breaking the neckline. So here my first target is 619, and then potentially I keep it into $805. So here also on the daily chart, you see stochastic bottoming out, RSI about to turn around, MACD printing only small red candles. So also here, in my opinion, continuation. Looking at the 12-hourly chart. So 12-hourly chart is primed to return back to the upside, So as we are flatlining here on the stochastic, and the RSI is turning around, and the MACD is basically also doing not a lot. The next one is Fetch. Fetch again. You cannot trade Fetch on many platforms anymore because of the merger that they did, and it's now called ASI or IES. I forgot which way around. But I think it's ASI. So because of that merger, on many exchanges, Fetch has disappeared, but on Binance, it's still there. I posted a spot trade for Fetch, also in the Telegram group, in the free Telegram group. So here you wait for the break of the downward sloping trend line. That's a multi-month downward sloping trend line. So once that is broken, you see another big move here to the upside. Within a day, maybe 2-3 days, you're gonna see that we are at over $2 for Fetch once we are breaking this trend line. So this will also happen, maybe give it 2 days, maybe faster with the earnings report. But look at this. This will be a 66% move to the upside on spot. So I'm pretty sure on Binance you can still use leverage on Fetch, but on many other platforms you can't, because they delisted Fetch already because of the merger. So for example, on Bybit you cannot do this anymore. On Binance I actually have to go and look, but for the moment I trade Fetch on spot into this level, but I'm not stopping there. I'm targeting here that former lower high of $2.70. That's what I'm looking out for. The next one is Theta. Theta broke out, as I told you guys a couple days ago. Now we are back at our entry level. So this is perfect if you missed the move and were looking for a re-entry. So why? Because I'm going to show you something that these coins do over and over again. Look at this. We have here this downward sloping trend line. Then we broke it, went to the upside, pulled back. So now we had again a small downward sloping trend line, broke that, flew again higher, So what did we do now? We are pulling back again. So we have another downward sloping trend line. Once that trend line is broken, we're going to fly again into the next level. So what you do now, either you enter where we are currently at, which is fine, as long as we are holding $1.60, what is it, $1.63. So, or you wait for the break of the downward sloping trend line and enter from there, and then you let it fly. So, and the first target here is also $2, not below. But my overall target, where I'm going to trade this to, is here, $3.10 for Theta. Because also here, I believe that this will come really, really quickly. And you should not forget that this downward sloping trend line on the daily chart was also a multi-month trend line. So it is not surprising if you see another big move like this here in one single day to the upside. Theta is also one of these coins. In every single bull run, I saw that Theta did like a 50 to 70% move in a single day. So Theta is one of these coins that can actually do that. The next one is Optimism, also one of the coins that I'm currently watching. Because we have here the same situation as on ICP. The 0.786 level, once this is turning into support and we get a 1 hourly candle close above that, this thing is going for the downward sloping trend line. And once that line is broken, it's also going to send past $2 really, really quickly. So, and you can also see here on the market structure, lower, lower, low, higher, low, higher, low. And the next time, let's say we go up here, come back down, here will be the next higher low. So we have here a really healthy market structure, a local market structure currently, that is primed for continuation to the upside. And also here you see the stochastic is about to turn around, give us a buy signal in the next 24 hours, RSI turning around, MACD still bullish, price action bullish, primed for continuation. So, and the last one that I want to go over is SUI. So here also, every single time we have consolidation. Now we have again a consolidation phase, sideways consolidation phase. This will not break down unless Bitcoin is breaking down for whatever reason, So let it be that we touch $97,000 or $100,000. Unless we are touching this, SUI is not going to break down from $3.60. It's not going to happen, that we break this here to the downside and see something like this. So, and until that moment, SUI will just keep going up gradually. So now the big level to watch for SUI that we need to break is here, $3.85. Once that level is broken, SUI is going to shoot to the upside really, really quickly into $4. So this current level that we are sitting at, good as an entry, and you use here that higher low as your stop loss, $3.57. That is where you set your stop loss. So if I set here a position, I'm going to trade this into $4.40 actually. So then here, you have a 1.53% stop loss against 21% profit. So this is also a no-brainer. Even if I pull this to $4, so it's still a no-brainer to take the trade. There's still 10% against 1.3% of a stop loss. Still worth taking it, in terms of risk to reward ratio. So as you know, I'm already in a trade. I entered a couple of days ago around the exact level where we are currently at. So I'm just waiting it out. I'm waiting it out that we are breaking here $3.85. Once that is happening, SUI is going to fly past $4. Now, I'm gonna give away now the $500 from ZoomX. So I need a random number generator. And then we have still a little bit of time. So right now, one coin, guys. One coin for every user. You don't post the same coin over and over again. You can post one coin. If your coin gets mentioned multiple times by other people than you, I'm gonna chart this coin. So send me some coins, guys. So in the meantime, I'm looking here for a winner. 31 to 79. 31 to 79. 31 to 79. 56 is the winner today. 56. 345017236. If that's your ZoomX account number, you won $500. Send an email to info@amcrypto.us. My team will then set everything up with ZoomX. You just need to check your rewards hub within 48 hours. And then you will have the $500 credited. And you have 24 hours from right now to send me the email. You know, don't come in 2-3 days and send me the email. You need to do it in the next 24 hours. Otherwise, I will give the $500 tomorrow to somebody else. So, and again, from the moment that we get the email within the 24 hours from now, you within 48 hours afterwards, you have the $500 in the rewards hub. You know, don't send me an email and say, hey, I checked the rewards hub, after 2 hours, it's not there, you know, so it takes a little bit of time, you know, because my ZoomX manager is in a US time zone. I'm in an Asian time zone. So you see, there's a problem, you know, so when he is sleeping, I'm awake. When I'm sleeping, he is awake. That's always the problem. So let me have a look here. Actually, let's go to my ZoomX trade. Oh, $62,000 currently. Now we are getting there. Now we are talking, guys. Now we are talking. $62,000. That's nice. So let's have a look here. What you guys wrote. Okay, you already disqualified. So, okay, FDM. Okay, we do FDM. I have an FDM chart over here. So FDM is still bouncing around here in that pennant or weird ass looking triangle, whatever you want to call it. But guys, look at the indicators. We went down now for such a long time since we went to 85 cents that I can tell you price is getting suppressed here for whatever reason. You know, somebody is suppressing the price of FDM. And here a trick how you can see that. If you see the stochastic RSI flatlining like this, you know, so flatlining like this and chopping around here at the bottom, and price is not really breaking out to the upside, and the MACD is quite flat in the red candles, because compare this here with this, you know. So here, there was real selling going on. You know, there was real selling. There was no suppression. And the MACD, the stochastic flatlined here because there was real selling happening, you know. So there was selling pressure, you know, everything went down. So that is normal. You know, if you have something on a MACD like this, then the stochastic can look like this. But if you have such small here, display on the histogram in terms of selling pressure, and the stochastic is chopping along, you know, in these low levels, and the price is then chopping down, that is price suppression, guys. You know, so there's somebody that doesn't want that Phantom breaks to the upside, because Phantom should have been already for a long time over 80 cents again, you know. So, and it's not happening because somebody is holding it down. So don't know who it is, you know. Can be somebody that has so much Phantom that he thinks he's funny, you know. You never know. So let me look. So yeah, my take profit point on Phantom, once this is breaking, is first 85 cents. So here the top of that order block here with all the sell orders. And then the next one is more or less $1, you know. So I might start tightening my stop loss around the golden ratio here, around 94 cents. When we hit 97 cents. So then I'm going to put my stop loss like slightly below that golden ratio. And then I let it run, you know, then I let it run. No, it's not me, guys, you know, so it's not me, you know. So I'm here deep in the red, guys, you know. Look at my stupid Phantom position. I'm here like $10,000 in the red, you know, so it's definitely not me, you know. I want this thing to go up to make some money here, you know. So I definitely want this to go up, not down. So I'm getting annoyed, you know, I'm getting annoyed. I see so many other coins popping all the time, left, right, and center. And I'm stuck here in my positions, you know, with the money that I have on Bybit and cannot do anything. And I am basically sidelined, you know, by being stuck here. So, but it's fine, you know. So I know that once we are breaking here, this here the final end boss, you know, So when we break this downward sloping trend line at like 71 cents currently, you know, so then we finally fly back to the upside. One more coin, guys. One more coin. Then I'm going. You know, so you can send me one more coin. Just one. Because I get already back pain sitting here. And I was actually thinking about to stay awake, to trade the job report, but I'm not so sure anymore if I'm going to do it, you know. I'm not so sure anymore if I want to do it. Oh, 94,600, really nice. If it's my choice, then I would just look. That's actually nice. Let's make it my choice. I'm just gonna check then. So I don't even need to look in the chart, you know, for Cardano. I can see it without looking at the chart. And I'm gonna tell you tomorrow the price will be there. I don't even need to look. Cardano tomorrow, $1. $1 for Cardano tomorrow. Don't need to look at the chart for it. And that's just human psychology. It will, if nothing crazy happens with Bitcoin, that we get like a crazy move before to the downside, Cardano will be at $1 tomorrow. So, but let's look at something else. Let's look, do I still have a Coty chart here somewhere? Actually, Arbitrum. Guys, Arbitrum, don't neglect Arbitrum. Look here, also. Beautiful pennant that's forming here. But it needs a little bit more time. You know, we are here on a 4-hourly chart. So this needs a little bit more time to develop if you want to trade it. Unless you want to take the risk and open a position from support where we are currently sitting at 69 cents. And then you just keep trading it, you know. Then here, if I trade it as a symmetrical triangle, oh, look at that. Just slightly above the golden ratio. You know, golden ratio is 82 cents, and that will get us to 85 cents. So how much are we talking about? Let's say you would enter now, 24% move on Arbitrum. So actually AVAX, I can do a really quick AVAX, but then I'm going to stop here. So AVAX, we are currently above the resistance level that I was looking at. So if we close today above $35.06, I would enter. I would not wait any longer. So because here is also that downward sloping trend line. You know, if I go to a 1-hourly chart, you see it a little bit better. You know, look at this. Once this downward sloping trend line is broken, AVAX is going to send. You know, so it will go past $40 really quickly. Because this is again one of these levels, you know, that were major support here in the past, all the way over here, as you can see, and then this level turned into resistance. And this is the first time now for multiple days that we try to break above that. You know, once we break above that, you're going to see a candle like this. So now, guys, I have to run again. Thank you so much for tuning in. For everybody that was here, don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with a lot more money tomorrow.